Y'all ain't on that level. Stop acting like it and show up on the damn field and do what the hell you're supposed to do instead of getting your ass kicked on national television.
Here's what's worse. Shedeur Sanders is the son of primetime Deion Sanders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to my sources.
So it's looking like Stephen A. Smith came out and made some comments about Shedeur Sanders live on ESPN First Take. Deion Sanders responded to those comments. Some will say Stephen A. Smith's criticism was a little bit harsh. Some is saying that Shedeur Sanders needed this criticism. So with that being said, guys, let's check out the clip right here and let's find out for ourselves. Here's a video.
An absolute disgrace. Unacceptable. The fact of the matter is Colorado came into this game 13-point favorites, okay, and got outscored by a 13-point underdog, 46-14 in the second half after being up 29-0. They're now 1-3 in the Pac-12. Their defense has allowed the second most yards per game at 473.7, Shannon, and the seventh most points per game at 35.9 in all of the entire FBS. I believe that Deion Sanders is a coach. I think he's a hell of a coach. He needs some dogs, as he told us. He's about 7 or 8 dogs away, but here's the problem. The players got caught up in the shine their coach generated. And I'm calling out his son, Shedeur Sanders, who I love and I think has star written all over him. But whether it was you or by accident, it was somebody on your social media team, you cannot have something being posted at halftime of a damn game. Tom Brady and your dad already joked with you about what you were driving around with and how you needed to be in the film. It is no longer a laughing matter. Y'all are getting your ass kicked. Show up, stand up, because your daddy, and to the players on that squad, your coach is as much bravado as he had, as much swag as he had. He was the best on the planet. Week in and week out, you knew primetime Deion Sanders was the best probably ever. Y'all ain't on that level. Stop acting like it and show up on the damn field and do what the hell you're supposed to do instead of getting your ass kicked on national television. Somebody got to say.
Okay, and that's what Stephen A. Smith had to say on ESPN First Take. He also went on his podcast today as well. And you know Stephen A. Smith, he gets more detailed on his podcast. So let's check out what Stephen A. Smith had to say about Shedeur and Deion Sanders. Let's check out the clip right here.
That the Buffaloes, representing the University of Colorado, have been getting their ass kicked. There's no way around it. And that's just embarrassing, and we got to call it what it is. It's just embarrassing. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, they were outscored 46-14 in the second half. You gave up 46 points and a half. That's embarrassing. Largest blown lead in school history and the biggest blown halftime lead in conference history. Embarrassing. Here's what's worse. Shedeur Sanders is the son of primetime Deion Sanders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, according to my sources, he's got a social media team. He was not aware that they would be selling merch on his behalf during halftime of a game he was playing in. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a bad look. The buck stops with you. We all make mistakes. We all employ people who make mistakes, and we get it. But please understand, the buck stops with Shedeur Sanders. You got your own social media team. It's your responsibility. And for you or your team to have somebody trying to sell merchandise on your behalf during halftime of a game, priorities are highly questionable. Now, we like watching them with the watch and all of this other stuff. We ain't see that those 3 games, they got their ass kicked defensive. But you're driving the Rolls Royce. You got Tom Brady and your daddy calling you out about needing to be in the film room, even though they were playing around when they were saying it to you. But half playing, half serious. Tom Brady telling you get your ass in the film room, that's half serious now. Because he understood that tomorrow was coming. And when you celebrate 1 week, but you're getting your ass kicked the next, that's a problem. And that's what happened to Shedeur Sanders. You ain't doing that now, are you? No, you're not. Because it ain't fun when you get your ass kicked.
Okay, so Stephen A. Smith talked about Shedeur Sanders selling merch, and a lot of people was talking about that as well, giving Shedeur some backlash. It's like, you're worried about the wrong things. Just like that clip of Tom Brady telling Shedeur Sanders not to get a Rolls Royce. Let's check it out right here.
One question before I go, Tom. Do you think a college kid needs a Phantom, like a Rolls Royce?
Nah, hey, no, it's not a Phantom. It's a Rolls Royce Cousin.
I think he needs to get his ass in the film room and spend as much time in there as possible.
Thank you,
less
Tom.
time in the car and more time in the film room.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, and I just wanted to show Deion Sanders' tweet real quick, and then we can wrap the video up. As you can see, that's what Deion Sanders said in response of what Stephen A. Smith said on First Take about him and his son. He said he's right. Now let's move on. So yeah, you know, that's what Deion Sanders had to say about Shedeur. So even his own father is calling him out.
What happened in overtime where maybe there was miscommunication on that play when it turned into an interception?
Yeah, first of all, you should have never thrown the ball. You should have never thrown the ball. I don't know if they played it on a replay to show what happened with receivers on that play. Did they show it? Yeah, I think something else transpired on that play that shouldn't happen. So he shouldn't have never thrown the ball, though. Just give us another down, let's kick field goal, stay in it.
But once they turned everything over and they started winning, man, you know, all of this stuff is just going to be yesterday's news. So with that being said, man, if you made this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button if you made this far in the video. That really does help the channel continue to grow. I really do appreciate that, guys. Don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new. Comment down, new sub. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. And we out, guys. Peace.